All right, like I said, some of the gym stuff's back. We're back in Jourdain's gym. We're not really in the shred shed right now, but we will be getting some more workouts back in there now that the weather's starting to warm back up. But I have been rebuilding my squats for the past year and a half, 2 years, and I've had my ups and downs, hits and misses, and I've been working on what the right form is for me. And I realized that putting my feet in a little bit closer together helped. It just helped my hips. I mean, it took a little bit of the pressure off my hips and put it onto my thighs. All the pressure on my hips, I found that the more wide sumo-ish stance squats and deadlifts that I would have, the more detrimental it would be for my hips for some reason. I kept having these tight hips up front, but I do spend a lot of time sitting down. Now that I'm rebuilding my squats and I'm feeling really good, form's great, feeling strong. I'm feeling strong for the first time in a long time. I haven't felt strong in a long time just because I haven't been able to lift the way that I wanted to lift because I was hurting too much. But now that I've figured out how to make everything not hurt as much, everything's feeling really good. I feel better than I have in years now. I still need to figure out exactly how to do this heavy lifting thing now. So I took some of these videos. The first couple warm-ups were feeling pretty good. As I went through those, I started going. So my goal is to hit 315 for 315 for 5 sets of 10. I want to do 315 for 5 sets of 10. Now I used to do that. I used to do that actually. I wouldn't say easily, but I would do it handedly back in the day. But now, with my new rebuilt hips and my new rebuilt squats, I want to see if I can get back to that point. And I am, but I need to see how far along I am. Now, right now, I'm at 265 for 5 sets of 6. Now, I want to up that up to 315 for 5 sets of 10. Now, my goal this past week for this workout was to do 295 for 4 times. But I only, it got way more complicated as I went on. And then I realized as we were going, once I started getting into the later steps, once I started getting into the later sets, I realized I didn't need anything all day. And it was a little bit towards the early afternoon at this point. And sometimes I fast in the mornings, but this morning was a relatively busy morning, so I didn't have enough time to really think about food. And by the time I got to the gym, I was heading to the gym, and I was like, man, I should eat something before I go, especially on leg day. A leg day is the main day I try to eat before. I try to not fast on leg day so that I know that I'm going in there feeling really good, because I like to take my leg days very seriously. I definitely take my leg days very seriously. But as I was going, in the middle there, I could only do 295 for set of 4. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to plant my feet here now. Here's my set of 4. I can only get 4. I'm going to plant my feet here, and I'm not going to go up and wait, but I'm going to get all my reps. Now the goal is to get all my reps. Since I knew that 295 for a set of 4, I realized, okay, that's whooping my ass way more than I was expecting it to. But once you get back under that weight, if you're not too fatigued, you still have a good bit of reserves in the tank. it's not going to affect you that bad. It's not going to affect you that negatively. You can recover, and then you can at least get your repetitions. You don't have to go up, but at least get your repetitions. And now I got my reputation. I got the repetitions. Those last two were bitches. They were tough, but we got through them. And now I can cater my next workout to where I progress just a little bit more and a little bit more. So instead of 295 for 3 sets, I'm going to do 295 for 4 sets. And hopefully I'll be able to get more. But I did 315 for 3 sets of 6 a couple of weeks ago. So I want to really get back up to 315, but 295 was whooping my ass this week. I'll give you a couple of updates for this next week. I've thrown in some hamstring. I had a little bit of hamstring exercises in there. I'll throw that in there at the end. But now that I'm building the squats back, this will be the periodic update for the squat workouts, and then I'll give you guys some extra updates on the other projects that I'm working on in the gym, because I'm always working on different goals in the gym to try to better myself and to keep myself in shape and to keep the body guessing, because it gets old doing the same old routine all the time. And sometimes you have to change it up and do different things. So right now we're going to be following the squat journey for a while until I reach that goal for the 315 for 5 sets of 10. But I'm going to come up with a few more. I have some power clean goals I want to do. A couple other hamstring workouts I want to do. That's why I put the hamstrings in here, because I do have a hamstring project that I'm working on, and a couple of other things that we'll be working on as we go, and then periodic updates, and then maybe I'll cover some gym stuff as we go on this channel as well. You guys know that I don't like focusing too much on any niches. I like to talk about what I feel like talking about, and that's what we're doing, baby. Welcome back to Jourdain's Gym. We'll be doing this once or twice a week. You know how that goes. Definitely be keeping these updates going as well. Hope you all have a good one. Fucking lift some weights, baby. Get out there. Get that shit. Go after it. It's consistency. It ain't genetics. It's consistency. Keep going.